What's up? And welcome to Lunchtime in the Lab. Thanks so much for tuning in today. I was just finishing sending a tweet here. Live on YouTube, live on Twitter today as well. So if you're on Twitter and you got something to say, I can pull the comments up. I can see the comments. If you are on YouTube, I can see those obviously as well. If you are coming from Twitter, do me a favor and retweet. I've already got one person retweeted. I quote tweeted myself, asked for people to retweet it, trying to grow the show, trying to, me personally get better, but obviously to continue to just find a way to reach a bigger audience. And I've been going back and forth, trying to figure that out. How am I going to do it? Do I need to hit a home run lotto? Do I need to do the 10K challenge and blow up like, Colleen our shot did? For now, just trying to stay consistent and trying to win, which we did do yesterday. Let me see. I'm gonna pull my screen up here. First off, though, beginning a little later today, just finished up with the physical therapy. Done with that for the hip. YouTube. Got all my links down here. If you're watching on Twitter, at the top of my bio, all caps, Jort, Jort, 30% off the your first month if you're interested in signing up for Beer Money Picks. That's where every ounce, all the plays, including these plays. Well, some of these plays. What's up, Bandito? Bandito bands a copper and Beer Money Picks. Speak of the devil. 30% off. You can sign up with my link at the bottom there and check that out. I'm going to go ahead and share the screen here, though, real quick. So, like I said, speaking of yesterday, quick view of the Twitter. If you don't follow me, at Live Joe Bets, 3-0. Let's see. I said MLB was great yesterday. 3-0 in the Discord, 3-0 on the free podcast. That's a Lunchtime in the Lab. That's where you guys are at right now. We went 3-0. I went 3-0 in the Discord as well. Different plays. Sometimes they're the same plays. They're actually different. You guys got a couple plays that the Discord did not get. Like the Nestor Cortez. I liked it. Loved it. But I was at dinner. I took the boys out. My wife goes and plays pickleball. I took the sons, both my kids, to Buffalo Wild Wings. Just got busy. Didn't get a chance to post it. Pick of the day cashed. Third day in a row. I'll have a video for the pick of the day. After this video, I'm going to go ahead and record that. I got to make the graphic for it still. And then I did a Twitter collab with my boy, Jay Bookie, also in the Discord. So we had a pretty good day yesterday. Looking to continue that. Looking to find a way to also just find a way to grow this bad boy, Been at this for a while, going to continue to be at it for a while. Like I said before, somebody reminded me that I was happy to have 100 subscribers on YouTube. And when I hit 500, I was happy. And the goal was to hit 1,000, and I'm pushing 1,200 now. And, we're continuing to grow. Just continue to keep tapping in with me, and I'll continue to see what I can do to try to get some winners and everything, When a lot of people are kind of slowing down, MLB is still being consistent. Obviously, I'm looking forward to, some football. Actually had some communication with a decent size, Twitter account that does some college football stuff, right? Graphics, information, talks about the games and everything. I talked about trying to, see if they want to do like a betting segment, try to get, hooked up with them and do some of that stuff, So I was supposed to get with Odd Shark. Shout out Odd Shark people if you're watching. They I was going to do some MLB content with me, and they disappeared on me. Did a little interview with them and everything, but continuing to grow, continuing to bring you guys some stuff here, hopefully. And if not, I'm always going to be a consistent, unfortunately, I don't know when the world turned to just wanting parlays. It's not me. I do 2-leg parlays, builders, theoretically, but, it's a parlay world. And, I'm just living in it as the builder, as a straight better. I know people aren't excited about it unless I'm betting $1,000 on it. which I don't want to do, you know. Start betting $500 on a builder or something like that. I'm sure I'll get more interaction on it and stuff. But let's stick to what we're doing for now. Pretty big slate of baseball today. I'm not gonna. Oh, they actually have the National League and American League stuff up on here already. I'm not gonna go through. Well, I mean, we'll take I guess a really quick look. I guess in terms of safety, if we wanted to try to do a chalk like money line builder as we talk about, really do like the Phillies against the Athletics here. I do think Hogan Harris for the Athletics, his line is set to 14 and a half outs. I think he can go over this, to be completely honest. I think Hogan Harris isn't a bad look there to go 5 innings. Ranger Suarez obviously being really good, especially the Phillies at home. I think this minus 290 is a great leg here. I really want to feel good about this line here, this Mets, but Manaya hasn't been fantastic. Rockies, we all know how the Rockies are. Even the Brewers over the Nationals, I feel like this should be a pretty good spot too. You continue to see some of these teams lose that obviously shouldn't be losing. I do think I like the Cardinals in this spot, just as a little bit of like a two-leg money line builder. This isn't something that's going to be official probably in any sort of fashion, but I think the Phillies and the Cardinals back both the red teams at home here. I think Sonny Gray is a great pitcher. I think that Kyle Hendricks is not a good pitcher. Kyle Hendricks has been better since coming back from he had that little injury, since coming back from I think he, whether or not it was a AAA or it was all injury, whatever it was, bullpen action. I think Phillies and Cardinals are going to be a good look. If I was going to do the 10K challenge, I've been saying I think I gotta complete a 10K challenge, blow up like Colin or Shot did. That's how he did it. And then he's doing essentially the same thing that I'm doing, or I'm doing essentially the same thing as him. But I gotta get to the point. And then even then, if we were calling the pick of the day, the 10K challenge, I'd be on step 4 today. As soon as you call something the 10K challenge, it turns to shit. So this is what I would do if I was gonna run a quote unquote 10K challenge. Both these teams are home teams. Both these teams have a pretty big advantage in terms of starting pitchers. If we were looking at it in that fashion or whatever. So but I just haven't been betting on money lines. Every time I do, it's just baseball has been horrendous for me trying to pick on the who's going to win side of things. It just hasn't really been my style. Chuck, we'll talk about Twins versus lefty. Definitely like that. That's probably going to be the pick of the day, to be honest. Okay, well, let's just go ahead and do it. Let's see. We'll just try to go in order. So Taj Bradley, game starts at 6:50 today. Like I said, I think Hogan Harris, just in terms of like another leg, ooh, it moved. It's juiced to hell now. Over 14 and a half minus 180. I think that's a good look. I'll be honest with you. I don't overly remember why I liked it. I just remember looking at it earlier today and I had it written down. And then, I told myself, like, there's no way you're going to back an Oakland A's pitcher, But the bullpen, in the last 3 days is pretty torn up. This Otanez dude has thrown, twice. He's not going to be available. Kyle Mueller shouldn't be available. Adams didn't throw much, so some of these guys may not be as available. Oakland actually does have a pretty good, Mason Miller throws real hard. Was that this Earseg dude or whatever? He throws pretty hard. Anyway, though, I think that's not a bad look. But we're going to go with Taj Bradley, over 16 and a half outs. I was looking at Kyle Hendricks earlier just because it's Kyle Hendricks pitching. But, I mean, you can see he was terrible, getting killed. I think he got hurt, came back, pitched well. I was actually on this game, got killed, was gone for a month again. I don't know if he got sent to AAA. I think he did, or he got hurt. But since coming back, just like Kyle Freeland, he'd been good. He got killed against Milwaukee, came back down. And then you look like he's pitched really well against the Cardinals, some of these guys in his career. So it was just a spot where I decided I was just going to back off and not mess with it. But Taj Bradley is our thumbnail play of the day, so of course he's gonna probably, he should be the one to come through for us. Over 16 and a half outs is the line. I like this one a lot. Minus 120. So pretty good number here, I think, too. Let's see what it is on FanDuel real fast, just to compare. Yep, better on DraftKings. Okay. Over this in 55% of his games, but if we were to look at his last five, he's been a lot better over in 4 of 5. Let's see. On the year at home, he's over this in 4 of 7, so hitting at 57% clip. So I mean, that's anything over half is certainly good. I mean, of course, we want to see a lot more green on there, but that's okay. I more so care about how he's been doing recently. That's kind of how you have to look at some of this stuff when you're looking at MLB. Shout out anybody new to it or anything like that, but it's about how they're doing more recently. If somebody's been good all year, but he's on a streak of 2 or 3 bad outings, we got to wait until that man, turns it around kind of thing. Let me pull. Actually, let me see. Yeah, I'll just do it on here. So since he got killed against Baltimore, the guy's been lights out. I mean, we got 1, 3, 4. He's had 5 earned runs allowed in his last 6 outings, so he's averaging less than 1 earned run a game. He's been fantastic. The guy has been really good. At home, you can see in his last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 home starts here, he's allowed just 2 earned runs. So yeah, sure. I mean, I could go in and look and see if he's allowed runs, but that's off of errors or something like that. That's not going to be a fault to the pitcher. The guy at home this year, outside of the Boston outing, if you take that Boston game away, and you look at that'd be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That'd be 6. He's only given up 3 runs in 6 if you take out the outlier. But even then, if you don't even pretend that counts, and you only count these last. Can I? Boom. Look at that. This is the last 5 games at home, earned runs. Giving up 2 runs. Been fantastic. Last 5 games in general, he's given up 4 runs in 5, averaging less than a run. He's been really good. And I think it's a pretty good spot to back him. Cleveland, I read a stat that like 7 of the last 9 pitchers have gone over or something like that. I don't know. Cleveland sees the 7th least amount of pitches though. So they're pretty active. They don't walk a ton, they don't strike out a ton. So they're hitting into double plays often, popping out, sack fly, not sack fly, but whatever way you want to say it. They don't see a lot of pitches. So I feel pretty good about Taj Bradley is in some pretty good form right now. So I think it's going to be a pretty good look for us here to get the over. And he's over this in 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's do this. Over in 4 of his last 5. He must have got himself in trouble, couldn't quite make it through the inning. He only got 1 out against the Mariners. Who the Mariners actually see the most. I don't know if it's the most pitches. I think that is the right stat. They do see the most pitches out of any other team. So he struggled against a team that sees a ton of pitches. I think this is going to be a really good look for us today for Taj Bradley. Over 16 and a half is going to be our first play there. Taj Bradley over 16 and a half. We can put the 1.2 units on it to win a unit. Second play, we'll just kind of go down the list here. Not interested in looking at the Yankees or Orioles. I don't know what the hell's going on with that. I think Tariq Skubal probably goes over his outs. Juice to hell, though, minus 200 at 17 and a half. Not interested in the Mets and the Rockies. We're going to look at the Reds and the Marlins here. And I think you guys know it at this point. You take your pitcher outs against the Marlins. The Marlins offense isn't good, but they also see the second or the least amount of pitches, depending on, the day, I suppose. But they don't see a lot of pitches. And I mean, that's just awesome for pitcher outs is all about, the pitch count, the not letting the pitch count get too high. So, I mean, that's where it's at. We want to be all over at. I swear this has been bouncing when I just before the podcast. So when I looked at this earlier this morning before I went to physical therapy, it was at 16 and a half. No, it was at 17 and a half. When I came back from physical therapy, it was at 16 and a half right before the show. And now it's moved up to 17 and a half and like a juice 17 and a half. So let's see what's going on with that. I don't know if I said his name. Carson Spires, I think is how you say it. Outs. So it opened last night at 11:50 at 16, went up to 17. Yeah, see right there, 2 minutes ago. 11:13 before that was before I was, getting ready for the show. It was at 16 and a half. It just moved to 17 and a half. If you want to wait, maybe it'll come back down. Maybe it's moving around. I don't know. Obviously, if we look at the 17, if you like the 17 and a half, of course you love the 16 and a half. If you like the 16 and a half, of course you think he's going to go the full 6 innings. I don't ever bet on a 15 and a half, 16 and a half, thinking like, hey, yeah, I think he's only going to get one out or two outs in the inning. No, like I'm thinking he's going to go the full six. He's going to go the 18, and that's just the insurance kind of thing. I feel perfectly fine taking the 17 and a half. If you want to wait to see if it comes back down, that's cool. Maybe by the end of the podcast it will. But if we're going to take it, we want to take it over here on FanDuel minus 108. It looks a lot better. Let's look on Bet365. They normally move pretty slow. I posted something on Twitter earlier. Guys, I don't know who Red Hulk is. I did not know that was a thing. And people are saying he's been around since 2008. Like, since when? Like, did I miss a movie? Like, I don't know. Like, I watch him pretty regularly, but I don't know. Since I got with my wife, she doesn't really like superhero movies like that. So, like, I've definitely fallen out of, like, I never seen Endgame. So I kind of fell out of that. Anyway, over 17 and a half. He's only pitched 4 times this year. So Graham Ashcraft has been dropped down to AAA. I don't know if it was to make room for this guy or not, but he's over this in 3 of 4 starts. He's not been around very long. Rookie, if I'm not mistaken. Nope, he was around last year. But anyhow, he's over in 3 of 4. He's going to full 6 multiple times. 2 times against Pittsburgh, once against the Cardinals, and then he failed against Detroit. 629. That's when the Cardinals were hitting the ball pretty well. Early in the year they were not hitting the ball very well. We've already talked about Miami. Quickly though, here's the bullpen for the Reds. Not terrible, but I mean they've got what is that? About 6 or 7 guys have thrown in the last 3 days. They had to throw 3 guys yesterday, 2 guys on Wednesday. It's unlikely that Farmer or Sutter is probably going to be available today. They're not. It's not bad. They certainly have guys available, but bullpen wise, there certainly could be a potential to have the need to want to go a little bit deeper this time around. But we have a little bit of an edge with the bullpen. Not crazy, though, to be completely honest. But, I mean, we do have a little bit of an edge there. So, like I said, it kind of goes without saying, but I can pull it up quickly for the people that, might be newer or, want a refresher or whatever. But if we go to team hitting walks, the Marlins have walked 196 times. The White Sox are the second least with 249. That's 53. See that quick math, guys? I'm sharp. 53 less walks than the second lowest. The Marlins do not walk a lot. If we look at strikeouts, they struck out 768 times. That is like tied for the 13th lowest. All that means is that they don't see a lot of pitches. They see, like I said, it's the first or second lowest in the league, which is fantastic. We need them to hit the ball. We need them to get a 1-pitch single, which turns into a 4-pitch double play, all of a sudden and we're 5 pitches to get 2 outs, we're golden. That's the kind of stuff we need. We want them to hit the ball. We've seen, Carson here has gone 104, 93, and 90. The guy's constantly, 89. We call it 90. He's constantly pitching 90 pitches. I feel like we can see him go deep. I think there's a need for him to go deep based off the bullpen's a little tired, and he's going against the Marlins, who really, you look against right-handed pitcher, in the last 30 days, the 28th worst. There's 30 teams in the league, 28th worst batting average, last on base percentage, last OPS, last WRC. They're not a good offense, right hand, left hand, whoever. And like I said, they don't see a lot of pitches. They're constantly swinging, making, weak contact and everything like that. So I feel really good about this spot here, as pitchers have just been pretty dang successful against the Marlins. So that would be 1.3 units to win a unit. And then lastly, this is going to be my pick of the day. So I will still request for those of you watching to at least click on that video for me, get a view, hit the like button while you're in there, comment on there, whatever, help me with the algorithm. My video yesterday almost hit 200 views, which I know is like, when you think about like the TikTok day and age where people, they're getting like millions of views. We got to start somewhere. I don't think I've had a video that had 200 views. We'll see if we can do that today. I'm picking a game that doesn't start for 10 hours from now. By the time I get the video up, we're going to have 9 hours to promote it, 9 hours to get people to watch it and everything like that. Yeah, Trent, my bad. I mentioned that earlier, guys. The Carson line will do the 108. It'd be 1.08 units on FanDuel instead of playing it on DraftKings. Oops, I'm not showing you. We'll want to play it on FanDuel instead of DraftKings. I mentioned it earlier, just forgot to go back to it. So anyway, like this play coming up here. Before we talk about it though, as usual, do me a favor, guys, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button for me and everything there too for me. Get some action going, continue to get some growth on this bad boy on this channel. Also a reminder, live on Twitter today. If you're watching on Twitter, whether or not you're live, whether or not you come by it live, Monday through Friday, ideally at 11:30, but I mean, I got some physical therapy. I got to do like 6 weeks of it. I'm 2 weeks in, so we're going to have, although I don't think any of the upcoming appointments are going to be any problems for my normal 11:30 time frame, but, make sure you're subscribed and you like and everything over here. Is I'm only, I go on live on Twitter maybe 3 times a week, so you're missing out. Honestly, I feel like I get more interaction when I'm on Twitter, but going live on Twitter and YouTube every day, I feel like isn't going to grow the YouTube. So I've been trying to limit, some of that, obviously. Just had somebody sign up for Beer Money Picks. I'll take it. Got an email. Okay. Last play, Kyle Harrison, earned runs over 2.5. I'll tell you how I got to this. Mainly, knowing that the Twins hit lefties pretty well, I wanted to see, what's the team total, what's this or that, So getting in here, looking at the first 5 team total. We got the Twins at over 2.5 this morning. It was 1.5. It was at 1.5 for quite a while this morning, but juiced at like minus 150 something. I probably missed out on the line. I'm not gonna lie. I was looking at it like with like a juice reducer type thing, but these games, start later. I didn't want to drop a play at 10 in the morning for a game that starts 12 hours from now. Like that's just not my style. I don't do that. I like to kind of slow play it. Kind of get some more information, here and there about it and stuff, So this was at 1.5. And so, kind of looking around, going back and forth. I could see that later on, the first 7 was at 2.5 at that point. It's at 3.5 now. So the line's moved, obviously, but all the while this line's been moving, the Kyle Harrison earned runs has not been moving. Actually, in fact, the line's been moving. It's been like minus 120. It's come down to minus 105. So are we seeing? We're seeing actually more juice to the under 2.5, which I just don't think I agree with here. Let me try to do this real quick. Pitching, MLB, player, teams. San Francisco Giants. Yeah, Aaron, I thought for sure when he had walked that last guy, and I was like, there's no way we're about to get screwed. What the hell am I doing? San Francisco Giants. I don't know why it doesn't show everybody. Go to all players. Kyle Harrison. Okay. Game log. This can be kind of confusing the way that the MLB stats does this, but we can see, instead of me just reading it to you, you guys can kind of see it. July 6th, he's pitched just one time in July. He gave up 4 runs. 4 of them were earned. All right. He pitched against Houston, pitched pretty good, gave up just 1 run. Pitched against Arizona, gave up 3 earned runs. Arizona is a pretty good lefty hitting team. The fear certainly is, though. Like, we were on Jordan Montgomery. You guys remember that? I think it was for the podcast too. And he gave up like 6 runs in like the first inning or something, but only 2 of them were earned or something crazy like that. So I thought we were going to get screwed. But I mean, it doesn't happen very often. Go back to May, though. He gave up 4 runs to the Phillies, 4 earned runs to the Phillies. He gave up 4 earned runs to the Mets. He gave up 3 earned runs to Colorado. He gave up 3 earned runs to Cincy. Pitched good against Colorado again. Well, pitched good against Colorado, pitched good against Boston in April, pitched good against Pitt, gave up 3 to Arizona, 3 to Miami, 3 to Washington, 4 to the Dodgers, 2 to the Padres. So anyhow, I mean, he's over this in, let's see, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Shit, I don't know what I'm doing. I just do it on here. As you can see, though, like he's given this up, plenty. If we go to him on here, what I was about to do the hard way is going to tell me in like a second. He's over 2.5 earned runs in 10 of 15 starts. That's 67%. You can see, once again, this was honestly probably easier than what I was trying to do with this. Let's just close this. I'm just over here wasting time. Dude's been getting hit hard. Let's look at him at home. He's over this in 5 of 7 home starts. He held down Pittsburgh. I mean, congratulations. He held down, Houston, who definitely hits right-handed pitchers better. Over in 10 of 15, though. He's going against Minnesota. Look at these numbers right here. I wish I could I don't think I can control. Oh, I can't. Oh, no, dang. I broke it. Okay. I'm sure y'all could have seen that anyway, but here you go. Minnesota versus left-handed pitcher is good. Like, just a little bit. Just kind of the best team. In the last 30 days, look at that. Ones across the board. Hit lefties like crazy. On the year, best batting average, 4th best on base percentage, best slugging, 2nd best WRC. They're pretty good, there you go, Mitchell. Back to 100%. Mitchell, you're on YouTube, so in the bottom of the or in the description on YouTube, there's like a bunch that says merch store, this or that. And then the top link is the monthly link. Click on that. Use code JORT, all caps. I'll type it for you in case that's confusing. All caps. That's 30% off your first month. That's how you join. And then you get all the plays. You get some of this action, and then you can get the plays in the Discord. That's how you join. Um. Anyhow, guys, he's over this earned runs in 10 of 15. He's going against the best team in the league against left-handed pitching. The line, in fact, is moving down. It was at like minus 120, like I said. Sign me up. Sign me up. I like it a lot. I love it. I love it. Not on FanDuel. FanDuel does not have earned runs allowed. If you were looking for an alternative, the Twins team total, I think, it could be a pretty good look too. Never mind. It's popular, isn't it? 4.5 plus money. That's not bad. I prefer the earned runs though. All right. Chuck, Twins money line and that guy. What was that? Chirinos? Yeah. Agree with him to not get the win, that's for sure. Money line, who's pitching for Joe Ryan? Yeah, I would think so. Look, if you're about that life, Chuck, if you're about the money line life, I'm not. I'm not about the money line life in baseball. Like as soon as I do it, the dumbest things happen and teams are just getting rocked. Like y'all see the O's just getting like handled by the Cubs. Cubs are not that good. Recap. Well, first off, if you guys have anything, let me know. Comment time. Now's the time. Twitter, YouTube, whatever you're on. Now's the time to drop a comment. I'm backing off home run lottos for a minute. It's just they're just honestly, I feel like we're just wasting time. Unless you feel like you're really benefiting from that. But I know like there's just other people out there that are hitting home run lottos that are just better than me at it. I'm not even sniffing it. Get back with me for anytime touchdown lottos on Sundays. We're doing the show Monday through Friday right now. I'm hopeful to be able to do the show on at least on Sundays during football season, and it'll probably be a quick show. Quickly run through, boom, 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 boom. This is what I like. What questions do you have? I mean, football is my favorite sport. I just, being fair to my wife, the kids, if we have something going on, don't want to be like, well, we got to wait for, dad to do a show at 11:30. We want to go do it beforehand or something like that. Because sure as hell, like look, my wife knows on Sunday we have, if we're going to pumpkin patch or we're doing, whatever, we do it in the morning. Anything we need to do in the morning, as long as I'm home by 12:30, I'm good. I got you got whatever you need from me until 12:30, 1 until 10 o'clock at night on a Sunday is my time. Skeens is going to be a starter for the All-Star game, Marcus. How long till football? Robert, August 24th or 27th is when week 0 starts for college football. There's only well, let's look at it. 24th. Yep, there's only 2 games. August 24th is when week 0 starts, and then you have the 29th is all, and the 30th I think is all week 0. So August 24th is the first game, Florida State versus Georgia Tech. And then NFL probably starts September 5th, I think. Yeah, September 5th, Thursday night football, Chiefs and Ravens. That's wild. I mean, he's been good though, Marcus. He's been good. Beach volleyball. What the hell? I feel like I had something else for you guys, but I don't think so. Well, let's recap and then we'll probably get out of here unless you guys have anything else. Oh, I think I wanted to actually show you this. Yeah, Giants bullpen's a little tired. That's another good thing for us in terms of Kyle Harrison. That means he's going to go deeper. What's his outs set at? It's a nice thing to know because we want to make sure this guy's going to be, pitching long enough. He doesn't have an outs listed. I'm sure it's like, what's he normally doing? Oh, he doesn't have outs listed anywhere. That's weird. Marcus, that's what I was thinking about. That starts in like 3 days or something, right? 4 days? Hollywood Brown, anytime touchdown? Sure. Yeah. Do a little gotta get Travis Kelce probably, although he won't do anything. Maybe mess around with a Mahomes and a Lamar Jackson anytime touchdown. Do a Mark Edwards. Ooh, I like Mark Edwards. Monday at 4 in the morning, Marcus, or at night? Because I've got it on PS5 and it like will download ahead of time at some point, but not like I know Xbox, if you pre-order it, you can download it right away. I did not buy the one that had Madden. I don't think I'm going to be interested in Madden this year. I think I'm probably just going to play college football. I'll probably end up buying Madden later, but I wasn't about to spend $150 or something like that or whatever it was. But I bought the $100 version for college football. But yeah, I'm 1,000%, 4 p.m. Eastern. Yeah, I'm 1,000% playing that. Gonna be streaming it, hopefully. On here. Mainly, I don't think there's any benefit to streaming video games on YouTube outside of like it's just helping me with my views. I need to get my views up. I'm like 600 views away to being able to like link my merch store underneath my videos, and then like 1,000 after that, I can start. I mean, fortunately to you guys, I can start having ads, and then like I can actually generate some revenue from this, which isn't a lot, but obviously it goes to like giveaways and stuff. Like I've always been, I'm always that guy trying to give back and stuff. So yes, I am going to be streaming the hell out of that game. Y'all are going to see me sitting there in my living room playing Ultimate Team, playing people on, online, playing Ty or any of the cappers in the Discord that think they're good, playing them for, dollar bills, whatever. Recap today, though, guys. Oh, I closed it. But Carson Spires, I think it's Spires. I don't think it's Spears. Carson Spires, over 17.5 outs. It's better on FanDuel, playing on FanDuel. Kyle Harrison, over 2.5 earned runs. You cannot play that on FanDuel. It's only going to be on DraftKings. And then Taj Bradley, over 16.5 outs. Guy has been really, really good here recently in his last 5 games. So I'm thinking that's going to continue for us. I like that a lot. I think this feels great. I think this feels at least 2-1. Pick of the day video is going to be out. I'm probably honestly going to I'm going to close this out here unless anybody has anything. Write up a little script for it so I don't sound like an idiot, and then I'm going to record it and get that posted, and then just watch it for me, please. You already know the play, but click on the video for me. If anybody doesn't have anything, I'm going to close it out and give you guys a second here. Okay. Appreciate you guys. I will see you guys back Monday, I guess. We're going into the weekend already. I'll see you guys back on Monday.